driver off the deck for Corey Connors.
Here's driver off the deck for Victor Hovland.
So the driver off the deck. I know you would try this, right?
Oh my, what a shot.
Just to be able to hit it off the deck and get that thing down and fly it and running.
You have to put your foot on the gas. You pull out the driver off the deck and you put it on the green all the way up the hill.
Welcome back to another episode of Off the Deck. Got Wes Lohman, better known as the Salty Golfer, joining us today. How are you, Salty? Is it okay to call you Salty? Is that what you prefer to go by?
Just you can call me anything you want. Just don't call me late for dinner because that never happens. So, yeah, Salty's great. Wes, it doesn't matter. Thanks for having me, man. I've been watching you guys, fan of you guys from afar. Thanks for the invite to hop on the pod, and excited to get dialed in tonight.
Yeah. Well, thanks. You sent me, we exchanged some DMs, and you had some kind words to say. And one of the things I'm trying to do as I grow this is as soon as I see someone of your stature follow my account, I'm like, hey, thanks for the follow. Because it's in its infancy. We're still growing, having a lot of fun with it, as we were saying before we started recording. But one of the things that's been fascinating about this journey is when you allow people just to talk about something they love so dearly, which for all of us is the game of golf, you uncover all kinds of cool stories, and people are fascinating on so many different levels. So I'm excited to hear your story, how you became the Salty Golfer. But first, we were talking about it at the outset. Where are you located, and what's life like for you right now?
Yeah, so I am literally sitting in my little warehouse shop, whatever you HQ in Murrells Inlet, South Carolina, and I live in the Surfside area, which is about 5 miles north of Murrells Inlet. We're another 10 miles north. You're right in the heart of Myrtle Beach. So we're in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We rep it, the 843. Love being here, and love telling people about it and how good it is. I mean, I have 70 plus golf courses in a 60-mile stretch in my backyard, which is fascinating, and we call it the Grand Strand. And so yeah, it's very cool to be a part of the Myrtle Beach golf scene. Thank you for the introduction. I consider myself a very small tadpole in this Instagram, social media. I hate the word influencer, whatever you want to call it, whatever we're doing. But thanks for having me on. I love to give back any way I can, and I love to tell the story of the Salty Golfer. And yeah, just thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, of course. Well, and let's start there, because that was one of the things that I had is on my list of questions. And just so you're aware, I do have my own Salty 7. I have prepared a Salty 7 for you.
Love that.
But how did the Salty Golfer come to be?
Yeah, so I am originally, I lived in Greensboro, North Carolina, the Jamestown area where they play the Wyndham up there in Sedgefield, and lived there for a good long while. I was in the medical business for 20 plus years, and Katie and I, my wife, we had a side hustle. It was called Old North State Clothing Company, and we created hats, T-shirts, stickers. We had our own embroidery machine. We had heat seal machines, like heat presses, everything. And one night we were getting ready for a festival, and we kind of looked at each other and we're like, man, I don't want to do this no more. I just don't want to do it. Like, we both had day jobs, and like I said, I was in the medical field, and we just like, why are we working till 2:00 in the morning to go sell a couple $100 worth of stuff at a festival the next day? Like,
right.
What are we doing? And we have 5 children, and they were all under the age of 12 at the time.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, we have 5 daughters, all from the same woman. I like to preface with that. Like, the plan was 5 from day one, and but we just looked at each other and were like, we're putting way too much pressure on ourselves.
So is that just a passion project that y'all just?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
We were like, man, let's create some nautical themed, really cool, fun stuff, and let's go see if we can sell it. And it started out really good, and then it just got too busy. Like, it became too successful, I guess, and then it turned more into like a passion project to like another 40-hour-a-week job. And we looked at each other and we're like, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm like, I'm glad you said that, because I don't want to do it anymore either. And so we sold the business. We sold it to a gentleman in Virginia, and he bought all of our fabrics. He bought all our hats. He bought all our machines. and we actually met him in Virginia. I can't actually remember where he was from, but the middle point was Virginia. And we got a trailer, brought all our stuff. He bought everything that we had, and I had this little Instagram page left over that was called Old North State Clothing Co. And it only had like 1,500 followers at the time, maybe even 1,000. And I didn't know what to do with it. I even offered him the Instagram page, and he says, "No, I don't do social media." I was like, and this was 2018, right? So like, I'm not really sure how popular Instagram was at the time. And so just didn't even worry about it. And then I was like getting ready to turn off the like just delete the page. And Katie was like, "Well, don't do that just yet." And I was like, "Okay." She said, "Well, you love playing golf and you love the ocean and you love to photograph both of those. Why don't you just call yourself the Salty Golfer and just start posting pictures of all of this?" It's like, "All right, let's do that." And so I started doing that, and like go out with my friends locally in North Carolina and snap some pictures and post it. And then my day job, I had an opportunity to take a promotion, and my territory became Fayetteville, North Carolina to Savannah, Georgia. So I needed to be central. I needed to be where I could get to, and Myrtle Beach was like the perfect. It was 3.5 hours one way, 3.5 hours the other way. So I could cover my territory. And COVID happened, just slapped everyone in the face.
Right.
And South Carolina was one of the few states that never really shut down for golf. I think we shut down for 10 days, maybe. And because for those that don't know, that's the number one industry in South Carolina is golf.
Is golf. Wow.
Is golf.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the number one industry. And so we opened back up pretty quick. And what I was doing for my day job, that stopped. Like everything became a Zoom call.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate that. Like I like to be out amongst it and in with the people, shaking hands, giving hugs, rubbing elbows. And so I just kind of started like going out to these golf courses by myself or with friends, but separated,
Right. Right. Social distancing.
social distancing. And I would turn on my Instagram page, I'd start a live, and people started living through my Instagram page vicariously, because everywhere else across the world, no one could play golf.
Right.
So they were watching me play golf and, like, "Oh, this is awesome. Like, you get to play golf." I'm like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool." And so it got me thinking, and I was like, well, then kind of the world kind of started to open back up. But I'd made all these relationships with the golf courses down here, the head pros, the GMs, the superintendents. "Hey, let me come out, photograph the golf course. I'll tag you guys, all this." And so it got me thinking, like, how can I monetize this, or how can I like make this community even bigger? So if you've ever been to Myrtle Beach, if you're a single, if you're a double, if you're a threesome, they're going to do their best to fill that foursome, right? They're going to, if you're a single, you're going to be put with 3 other cats. It's just the way it is, because there's just that much play being played down here. So I was like, well, I'll make myself available. Okay. So like if you're a single, Josh, and you're coming down on vacation with your family, you want to go play golf somewhere, but like, for the first 4 or 5 holes, it's weird. You're with a threesome and they didn't really want to be with somebody else.
Right.
So it's, 95% of the time it always works out. But then there's that, sometimes they're mad because you're with them and it's uncomfortable for you. So it's like, all right, I'll start making myself available to be that fourth, or I'll be that second guy. So then it's like 2 people that kind of know each other because you know me through Instagram, So that's what I started doing. And then that turned into like, all right, well, let's document the day. Let's help this person or this group help them create a memory. I know where all the right places are to take the pictures. I know the right holes to video. Like, you put your phone away, I'll take care of all of that. I'll edit the picture, send it back to you, and then the memory's created. So
That's incredible.
Yeah. So long story short, I know this has been kind of a long story, but at the end of all of these hosting gigs, people would like, "Hey, like, this has been so great." Like, I had a massive pirate flag that said the Salty Golfer on it. And at the time, I had a rum sponsor. I'm a big rum guy. I love coconut rum. I like all the rums. And I had a big pirate flag. And if you come play golf with me, you got to sign the pirate flag. We do a shot of rum together. And I've got 3 or 4 flags now with all these signatures on it. And that's what people wanted to do. They wanted to be a part of this community, this salty golfer community. But at the end of all these host gigs, people would be like, hey, is there like a t-shirt or a hat? Or like, do you have something? I was like, no, I don't have anything. So that got me thinking, like, kind of like back to the grassroots of how we did with the old North State. I'm like, why don't we create something? Why don't we do like these like special drops? We do like 75 hats or 100 t-shirts. And when they're gone, they're gone.
Right.
And you know this, like during COVID, like the only thing people could do was spend money.
Right.
They were at
Like
their
crazy.
laptops. Yeah. And so we would drop
And
these
drink.
things. Yeah. And they'd be gone in 48 hours. Like, and then that just like grew into like what it has grown into now. Like now we have our own beer. We're wholesaling in pro shops and surf shops and boutiques. And we have this massive tournament every year that we throw called the Plunder on Pawleys Island. And it's been really cool. Like we did it backwards. I didn't have like $1 million and we like built this brand and from the ground up. We built the community first.
Right.
And the community continues to support the brand. And it's just, I've always wanted to create something that people wanted to feel a part of. So like, I just feel like there's a little salty golfer in everybody. And whether you like a picture on Instagram or you buy $200 worth of merchandise on the website, it's all the same to me. Like that like is just as important as you buying merchandise from the salty golfer. And I hope I answered your question, but that's how it all got rolling. And it's just been like, I quit my day job. I'm no longer in the medical business. And to be able to get up, wake up and create, like, I don't have an apparel background. Like we're creating head covers or visors, needlepoint belts. To be able to do that and just like learn on the fly, it is the most scariest, rewarding thing I've ever done in my life. And but one night I was laying in bed and Katie looked at me and she said, "Hey, do you want to be 85 years old on your deathbed and wonder what if?" And that just kind of gave me the extra push out the door that I needed to like, all right, let's go. Like if we're gonna fail, let's freaking fail big.
Right.
Like,
Right. At 100 miles an
go.
hour.
Yeah. Let's do it. And I tell people all the time, if you got a dream, chase it. But if you don't have 150% backing of the loved ones around you, don't even try it.
Yeah.
Like they've got to be all in too. And if they're not, then it's going to be tough. But like, let's fail big. Like no means are we out of the woods. Like we're trending, as the kids say, but like there's a lot of things that have to happen every day for us to be successful. And that's what I love about it. It's a lot like golf. Like you show up and you have a swing that you were not prepared to swing that day, and you got to figure out how to make that work. And there's tons of pivoting. I never planned on being an apparel brand. That was never in the works. I wanted to be like an influencer, like a mayor of Myrtle Beach, ambassador,
Okay.
show people how good the golf was. But you know, we still do that to some extent, but now we have this apparel brand that people have gotten behind and they love. And yeah, it's been really cool to see it all take place.
So at what point did it click with you that this could be a thing?
I think like, so the very first thing I ever did is I created like 300 stickers and I put them up on, I didn't have a website or anything. It was like strictly Venmo and DMs.
Okay.
And I said, these are $3. There's 300 of them. And they were gone in 48 hours.
That's
I was like,
crazy.
whoa. But that was also, I think, a product of COVID too. Like people had nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sure the salty golfer gets traction if COVID doesn't happen.
Exists without the pandemic.
Yeah. Like I a lot of small businesses started because a lot of things like the salty golfer happened because of COVID. But if you look back, like we're one of the few handfuls that are left, like that are still doing it and have made something from it. So I take a lot of pride in that. But yeah, that was kind of the first thing. Like, man, people really like this. They like this community of being a part of something, and that's just really what I want to do. When you put on a salty golfer T-shirt or you wear a hat or Like, I just want to take you to a different place. Like, there's a good chance you're probably stuck in a cubicle somewhere in Kansas City. But like, if I can put you on a beach somewhere for, a little while, and you close your eyes and you're there, and you're playing golf and you can smell the ocean, or, you know, you're at a dockside bar, like, that's
Yeah.
where I want to put you for that little bit of time. And I think that's what people they like, they're coming to Myrtle Beach because, not because this is where I live, but like, hey, they can experience that. It's relatable.
Yeah.
And that's what I've always wanted to be. I wanted to be relatable. Like, go find a beach somewhere. Like, go have some fun. Like, life is way too short, man. Like,
Amen. Yeah.
yeah, for
So
sure.
golf is interesting because there's the salty golfer, there's Sugarloaf Social. I don't know that other sports have the brands and followings that are strictly apparel related and more. I think the term vibe is overused, but a vibe that is like, I love the play fast, the ice is melting. I have that T-shirt. I love that T-shirt. I don't know where that T-shirt is right now because, like I said, we're in the process of moving, so it's either
Sure.
at this house or the new house. There's no telling.
Well,
But
if you can't find it, let me know. I know
okay,
a
well,
guy.
I need to get a new one anyway. But what is it about golf that allows these communities to grow and become cult-like followings that I don't think exist in other sports?
I don't think it exists in other sports because in other sports you have to be good at it. Like, like if you're gonna have a baseball brand or a football brand you better be good at it. Like golf, I can shoot a 75 one day and a 92 the next day,
Right.
and people can accept that because that's relatable to most people. I can't relate to what Goddard can do on the golf course, or what Tiger Woods can do, or Batia. Like, that golf game is not relatable to me, but someone can relate to the salty golfer. Like, oh man, yeah, I can
Yeah.
chili dip a golf. I can do that,
Right.
no problem at all. But you said play fast, the ice is melting. Like, we love the game of golf so much, but there's other things about being on the golf course besides swinging the club that we love.
Mhm.
Like, I get more out of hanging out with people on the golf course than I do necessarily chasing a score. But when it comes to competitive golf, like, I still love that too. And I think that's another cool thing about golf is, like, I can go out with you and we cannot keep score and have a blast. But yet you and I can go play in a 2-man golf tournament where we're trying to win, and that's fun too.
Right. Right.
Like, I love that about golf is I can casually play, and I can also get really, really into it and competitive too. But I think that it's a game you don't have to be really good at to enjoy. But it's also a game that you can play for the rest of your life too, which is also fascinates me. Like, I play in a group on Fridays where I'm one of the younger cats, but we've got some dudes that shoot their age and they're 85 years old.
Whoa.
So like, it's fun to play. Like, I love playing with the old heads, like the guys that played persimmons and and talking to them about how the game was when they played and like how it's changed now. And I love how golf transcends generations. It is so cool. And I love how golf now is like, it's acceptable for me to rock a beard, have tattoos all over my body, wear a hoodie, and go play golf. But yet, if I need to tuck it in, wear a nice collared shirt, go play at a country club, I can do that too. But yet, here in Myrtle Beach, the Aero Club, I can go play barefoot, play the short course with music blasting, and have a blast. I love that there's all these different, like, little pockets of golf. Like, it can be super casual and it can be super competitive. That's what I find attractive to the game.
Yeah, and that's, I could not echo that sentiment anymore. One of the beauties of it is the wide variety, to your point. And I like what you said at the outset there of, there's the let's go hang and screw around, maybe play it in a scramble, and then if we need to dial in, we can dial in. The exhaustion levels are going to be different after both those rounds, right? But
Sure.
and if you're mentally exhausted or dramatically dehydrated, but yeah, it's something
Happens
special
a lot
about,
down here.
yeah, I bet it does. Um, and yeah, it's really special, and it's fun because I play with my brothers, I play with my dad. My dad's in his mid 60s, so it's great to, and we've done that before. We've gone and played scrambles. We spent some time at Sweetens together last week for my daughter's birthday, and we were playing 4v2, and then we were doing a scramble, and then we did a best ball, and it's just, yeah, the variety that golf creates is unmatched in sports. And I'm still fascinated. Something you said at the very beginning. Did you say you have 70 golf courses within how many miles?
It's actually, so it's called the Grand Strand, which is like Charlotte, North Carolina, down to Georgetown County, which is just below Pawleys Island down
Okay.
here. So it's a 60-mile stretch, and at one time there was over 105 golf courses in that 60-mile stretch. Now some of them have cannibalized themselves, and just other is like, so Horry County, where Myrtle Beach is the fastest growing county in America right now.
Wow.
So they've had to get rid of some of those golf courses and make housing. And so I think I know that it's maybe still over 80. I say over 70 just to be safe,
Yeah.
but it
It's
could be
nuts either
closer to
way.
80. Yeah, correct. And there's a lot of really good golf courses. Like, I can set you up a golf trip that could cost you and your boys $600 for 3 nights, including breakfast. Or I can, set you up a banger for $1,500, for 3 or 4 nights, and you're playing, top 100 golf courses. That's what's so cool about Myrtle Beach. It's just like there's just so much golf and different types of golf to play here. Like, if you're coming down here on a bachelor trip and you just want to have a good time, there's golf courses for that. If you're coming down with 7 other dudes and you got a Ryder Cup type thing going on, and this is serious and there's serious money on the line, like, we have courses for that too. Like, it's just so cool to see what all we have here. And like I said before we were talking, like, if you're here on family vacation, you're the only guy playing golf, everyone else in the family, there's stuff for them to do too, which is so, it's really kind of the only play. Like, don't get me wrong, Bandon Dunes, phenomenal. But when you go to Bandon, there's only one thing you can do there.
Right.
You can only play golf.
That's it.
And that's it. But if you want to go on vacation with your family and you're going somewhere from Saturday to Saturday and you want to sneak in a couple of rounds, but not have to worry about what your family's going to do, Myrtle Beach is it, man. It is it.
I need to add it to the list. So I'm embarrassed. I've never been to Myrtle Beach.
Well, come on.
I need to get that on the agenda and bring my girls, and they can go do fun stuff while I sneak out with you and tee it up. But yeah, I'm embarrassed to say I've never been. Back to the play fast, the ice is melting. You come up with some incredible designs. I'm really looking forward to the Chichi Rodriguez drop because I've grown up watching him at a major here in Birmingham, and I will be purchasing that shirt as soon as it's available. What's the inspiration for most of these, especially the play fast, the ice is melting? Like, there have to be stories behind these or things that you've experienced on the course that lead to these.
The play fast thing was, I think we were hosting a group one time, and one of the guys just kind of said, "I need to hurry up because my ice is melting." In his, and I was like, "God, dog, that's like," I'm always thinking, like, what can I put on a t-shirt, right? Like, I think that's where it came from, and then I just turned it into play fast, and play fast is not, and it just kind of like, some things just happen at the right time, and when we dropped that, there was this whole like thing in the PGA Tour about slow play and like people need to speed it up. It was never like a knock on the tour or anything like that. But then I was like, dadgum, we could kind of make this look like the PGA Tour logo.
Right.
And I'm surprised we haven't received some kind of letter yet, to be honest with you. Like, I check the mailbox every day expecting to see a letter from
I was
the
about
tour.
to ask if you've gotten a cease and desist yet for anything.
Not yet. And I love the PGA Tour. I love what it takes to play on the PGA Tour. I love the stories, but yeah, it's just, I think that's where that story came from. I wish I had a better story, but I think someone just shouted it out on the course one day, like, I need to get back to my car. The ice is melting. I was like, whoa, okay.
That's going on a shirt.
Right. We can figure it. Like, I was playing with a buddy of mine the other day, and he told me, like, he was playing with a guy, and a guy told him, he goes, I don't look for my ball long, and I don't look for yours at all. And I was like, okay, well, there's something there too. I don't know what's there, but we can figure that. But like the Chichi Rodriguez thing, like I see that picture around the Masters every time. It's always popping up, and like I did research, like I couldn't find that anyone else did anything. Being a '90s kid and growing up, I remember Chichi and like the whole sword thing, and like that picture is just it is just like so like vibey. Like that is such a cool picture. It's sexy. Like I love that picture.
So for the listeners, describe the picture, because as soon as you start talking about it, anybody that follows golf or is familiar with Chi-Chi is going to know it instantly.
Yeah, you've got Chi-Chi, and he's got this like a penguin sweater on, and his fedora, and this like salmon colored, I think, pair of pants, and he's looking at something, and he's got his Masters caddy next to him, who's obviously got this righteous afro underneath that hat. They've got these glasses on, and I fell in love with the caddy before I fell in love with the Chi-Chi. Like,
yeah.
But I was like, and for years now, I've been like, I need to figure out how to get that on a T-shirt. And like, so we have this mascot that we call Grim, and he's a skeleton. He's a happy skeleton, and we put him on a lot of things. I was like, well, what if we just remove Chi-Chi and we put Grim in Chi-Chi's body, and then we give Grim a caddy that looks a lot like, the caddy in the picture, and instead of Northwestern on the golf bag, we put Sand Trap, because we put like on a lot of our taglines it says Sand Trap since 2019, and let's just make it Super Salty Golfer. And we've tried to do that, something like out of the box every year for our Masters drop. This is a banger, I think. I think this is going to do very well. I think they'll be gone very quickly. But yeah, I love the history of the game too. Like, my first recollection of golf was the '86 Masters that Jack won, being 46 years old. Like that whole time period, and seeing like those retro clothes, and like even like a lot of clothing now is kind of coming back to that a little bit, which is very exciting to me, because like I'm a big dude. I'm 6'8", 285 pounds, played college ball. Like I'm done with this like spandex world that we live in and clothing.
All the slim stuff.
Yeah, like it's a body condom on me. Like there's nowhere I can't breathe. Like I need space. I need and want space. I'm not your average looking golfer. I played college basketball, and like I need to breathe. I need to breathe. I can't wear this tight stuff anymore. So I've always loved that picture. I'm surprised nothing's been done with it before, at least that I could find. So that's what we decided on this year. And we love the Grateful Dead too here. There's always music being played in the shop. So we throw our nods to those. Now we have received some some cease and assist letters from some of the Dead stuff we've done.
Okay.
Which
that means you're doing it right.
Fine. That's right. That means we did a good job and people notice it. And so yeah, we have to be very careful. We mean no disrespect, but like it's more of like respect for what they've done. Like we want people to, we like there's this little bear back here on this head cover.
Yeah.
We can't do him anymore. we're not allowed to do him anymore without like licensing. But we just like to get creative, but we also have that. If you go on our website and you see what we have merchandise-wise, we also have your classic polos, striped polo. Like we're trying to find this like area of just meshing both. We have a 1972 VW bus that we travel around in, and we do pop-up shops.
That's so cool.
And it's it's a flagship staple on a lot of our merchandise is our bus. And but yeah, I love, that's kind of where I get to be creative on these different drops and our T-shirts and stuff like that. It's whereby I come up with all of the designs, and I can get them to a certain point, and then I'll commission the rest of the artwork.
Okay.
And stuff like that. But I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, absolutely. So what was the inspiration for Grim?
Always loved skull and crossbones. I think in a past life I would have been a pirate. I mean, I love everything about the ocean. If I could have been a pirate, that's what I would have done.
I
Like,
love that.
and my favorite song is "A Pirate Looks at 40" by Jimmy Buffett, and I'm all about those kind of vibes. Like being on a golf course or sitting by the ocean, I don't like one more than the other. They are both very important to me.
Okay.
That's another thing with the play fast. Like, we want to play the best golf we can, but we understand, like, there's other things we want to do too. Like, let's play as fast and as good, like, as we can.
Preach
have
on. Yeah.
really,
You're
really
preaching to the
righteous-
choir.
Yeah, we want to have a really righteous time doing it. And so yeah, that's where we are. Like, I wish I could have been a pirate. I think I'd have been a dang good one.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So I did not know about your basketball career, but when were you introduced to the game of golf? What did that look like, especially for someone who's 6'8"? You didn't have a lot of options for clubs.
No, it's funny though, but my length of arms, even though I'm 6'8", I still play standard
Okay.
because my arms are long enough.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I can be an inch longer if I want, but I feel like I hit the ball a little bit better at standard.
Okay.
So I'm a degree flat for all those club junkies out there that want to know. So golf has always been in the family. My grandfather on my dad's side was a phenomenal amateur golfer. He was also a minister. So his Bible and his golf clubs went with him everywhere, like everywhere. Like, you could lose his suitcase or whatever, but you're not going to lose his Bible and you're not going to lose his golf clubs. They traveled everywhere with him. And my dad had brothers, 3 brothers and a sister, and they all played golf. So growing up, every other year we would take a family vacation, and it was all centered around a resort somewhere. So we had our own family golf tournament. We had our own trophy.
That's cool.
You had to be 13 years old to be allowed to play in it. You had to be either married in or blood to play in it as well.
Wow.
So if you won, you got your name put on the trophy. You got to keep that trophy, bragging rights for the year, and then the following year you'd bring it back. And I think we made it through 3 or 4 different trophies. My dad, I was 12 years old. The only time he ever won, I was 12. I got to ride along with him. I was not allowed to play because I was not 13 yet. And but the year he finally won one, I was there with him. So that was a lot of fun. And that was that was down in Litchfield, actually.
Okay.
When he won here in Myrtle Beach.
Was this gross or net?
Oh, it was all handicapped.
Okay. I'm like, man, you could come from a strict family if y'all are all playing straight up for.
It was all handicapped. My Uncle Larry headed all that up, and he was very good at all of that. We don't have it anymore. Like, Uncle Larry's passed away, and my granddad has passed away, and my dad is pushing 80, so he doesn't play a whole lot anymore. So. But yeah, a lot of good times. But I played basketball, baseball, and football growing up. Golf was just kind of for fun. And then I got done playing college ball, and then, played in some college, has-been leagues, basketball. But then golf was kind of like the last thing I could do competitively. And I really got into it, tried to really get good at it. And I'm a 6.5, I think, right now.
Okay.
Which is 6.5, you could shoot a 92 one day and a 75 the next day,
Right.
The whole handicap system is all based on what you could do.
Right. Which is,
what you're going to do.
We can talk about that for 2 hours.
Yeah, for sure. But I love it. And we have that tournament every year down here called the Plunder, and it's super competitive and a lot of fun. But that's how I got into it. We had a family vacation every other year, and golf was heavily involved in those vacations.
That's so cool. That's one of the more fascinating and unique stories I've heard about someone's introduction to the game. Most of the time it's, oh yeah, dad drugged me to the range with him every day, but yeah, it's cool that it was centered around a family vacation, and especially that everyone had the golf bug. How
Yeah,
many people were
everyone.
typically playing in that tournament?
So I can remember like when I was young and like when my dad was in his late 30s, early 40s, and I was 10, 11, 12, somewhere in there, whatever I was, like I can remember there being 15 to 20 guys playing in it,
That's crazy.
or
That's awesome.
women, like, yeah, Aunt Donna, she was like the first girl to play in it, and like she's married to Uncle Leslie, and but like, yeah, I can remember like, and then like the cousins, when we got old enough to play, you had that second generation of like, now there's another 15 to 20 guys
Yeah.
playing in it. It sucks that we don't do it anymore, but like when Pawpaw, my granddad, died, it kind of like it stopped, which is kind of sad. And we tried to do it a couple other times, but it just it was never the same when Pawpaw passed away. Like, it just, because he loved the game so much. Like, and even like the last year I remember him playing, all he could do was putt. So each hole he was a designated putter for someone. And that's the only way he could contribute, because he couldn't hit the ball anymore, but he could still putt.
But he was still out there doing it.
So,
That's cool.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Some of my fondest memories on these golf courses here in Myrtle Beach are being a child and seeing my uncles play alongside my granddad and my dad, and a lot of like, before it shut down, there was a golf course here called Indian Wells, which was the first golf course I ever played in Myrtle Beach with my granddad and my father. And then my youngest daughter, Olivia, I actually got to play that course with her before they closed down. So
That's
that was kind
cool.
of like, yeah, a really
Full
cool moment
circle.
there. Yeah, full circle. Absolutely. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing the history on
Yeah,
kind of
sure.
your background, because that was a little more involved than most of those stories are. So thank you for diving in on that.
Sure. Pleasure.
You recently announced a partnership with Sub 70 golf clubs.
I did.
What's in the works with them? Tell me about that partnership and what that looks like for the salty golfer.
Well, Jason, the owner, the guy that started it, and then you have Jay over there that handles all of their social media and marketing and stuff like that. They've been great. So I've been a fan of Sub 70 for a long, long time. I think they're the number one direct to consumer still.
Okay.
I know, you got some other guys that do very well, but like the thing that attracted me to Sub 70 is it's very grassroots, built from a garage, just like the Salty Golfer was. They believe in their products like I believe in my products. I was tied to another brand for several years, and no longer with that brand. I won't say who that was, but if you follow me, you probably know who that was. But I just wanted somewhere. I wanted to be attached to a brand that wanted to grow with me, and I could grow with them. And I love that whole direct to consumer vibe that
Mhm.
they give off. Um, because what we do here at the Salty Golfer is like, you're never going to pay $150 for a polo from the Salty Golfer. The small, this will never happen. And direct to consumer golf is obviously a lot cheaper, but you don't lose the performance.
Right.
And that's what I'm so excited about, being able to create content for Sub 70 with Jason and Jay, and just like, I fanboyed those guys for a while, like a long time. And they got some really cool people that they make clubs for, like who's the big, like, Morgan Wallen, like he plays Sub
Well, that's
70.
cool.
Yeah, like John Daly plays Sub 70. Like, I mean,
Doesn't
does it
Will
get well,
Wilcox, I think, does he still play sub
yeah.
70?
I haven't dove into a ton. Like, they've got a couple of guys that are on the Corn Ferry, but what's cool to me is like, I mean, is it more on brand for the Salty Golfer to play the same clubs that John Daly plays? Like, I don't think could it be even more on brand?
Yeah, that checks
But
out.
yeah, it checks all the boxes. And they when my contract finished up with the other company, they were one of the first people I reached out to, and Jay was like, "Yeah, we would love to work with you." And I don't know, it's gonna be cool to see. Like, I don't know where it's gonna go. I think I can bring a lot of people to their brand, and through what we do here at the Salty Golfer and what we do through our socials. And yeah, I'm super stoked. Like, we'll have to get on another pod and talk about, where it's going. And I would just, another thing is they make it easy to try their stuff too. They have this program where, it's super cheap. I don't want to say cheap, affordable to like test some of their clubs.
Wow.
And if it
Okay.
works, I think you either that money goes to your set or, they refund you or whatever you want to
Yeah.
do. But like, when you can get irons that perform with the big dogs like Titleist and TaylorMade and the numbers are there and you get them for half the price.
Right. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. I need to check them out.
Yeah, I'm never going to be a PGA professional. I'm never going to play on tour. So why would I not want to save money but still have the performance and the forgivability? I don't even know if that's a word. But we made it one.
I love it. Yeah. From henceforth, it is a word, forgivability.
Yeah, forgivability that those guys can offer me, and it's just I hope I'm answering your question, but like
For sure.
they're a garage band, and they're a garage band that just practice and practice and practice, and then they went on tour, and people have a cult following of sub 70, and I think that's kind of what happened with the Salty Golfer. Like, we just like we're in the garage, we're doing it, and then here we are. Like, let's go on a world tour together.
That is a killer analogy. That is, that's so well said. Before we hopped on, you teased that there might be another partnership in the works. Is that something you can share or no?
Yeah, so I got the word. Bridgestone Golf has asked us for them to be the golf ball of the Salty Golfer.
That's incredible.
So,
Congratulations.
Thank you. We're very stoked about
You
that.
and Tiger Woods play the same golf ball.
How about that? On the same team. But I have to give credit where credit is due. Aaron, one of the figureheads for St. Andre Golf. I don't know if you guys follow them.
Yeah.
So me and him have become kind of friends through the Myrtle Beach World Am here, because they hosted it last year. And then we've met and just have become friends through Instagram. And we saw each other at the PGA show in Orlando. And of course, when he does stuff here in Myrtle Beach with Golf Tourism Solutions and stuff like that. So he kind of put in the word for me, and it all kind of fell into place after that. So not sure that would have happened without Aaron kind of like saying, hey, Salty's kind of a big deal in his little market, Myrtle Beach. It might be a cool thing to have Bridgestone be his golf ball. So stoked about that. Like, that's cool. Like, I'm on the same as Jason Day and Tiger Woods, and
Be looking for you in the Bridgestone ads soon.
Wouldn't that be fun? That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'll be there. You tell me where to sign. I will be there.
So is that going to be something where you're going to have your logo on Bridgestones, or is that they're just providing you golf balls and you're promoting their brand? Do you know yet?
We'll see. I know that it could lead to more. I think we're kind of more in like the filling out stage of what's going to work the best.
Okay.
And what kind of route we're going to go. Like I said, like I am a tadpole in this pond. I am like, I have no idea. I'm just happy to be on the team. I guess, if you accidentally send me E6 ladies golf balls, I'll play them. Like, I just, I'm just happy to be on the squad. So I'll make the best, if you send me balls you never meant to put in play, I'll play them.
If they're square, you're playing them.
Yeah, I'll play them. Like, this is the best ball ever. Like, I'm in. I'm in.
So you mentioned it a couple of times, the Plunder that's coming up. I unfortunately already have an event scheduled that weekend because I was like, oh, I'm going to sign up and go play in this. Yeah. For the listeners, if they're interested in that event, because just the social media content I've seen around it the past few years looks absolutely incredible. It looks like a great time, great golf. Do a quick commercial, if you will, for the Plunder at Pawleys Island and what people can expect.
Yeah, so it is a 2-man event. I'm not a massive fan of 4-man scrambles, never have been, because I have been on so many 4-man scramble teams where I should have won, and you just get penciled. You get people write in whatever they want. Like golf is
Oh, and the 2-man prevents that.
2-man prevents that because you have to exchange scorecards
Yep.
and all that. So I've been pencil whipped too many times on 4-man scrambles, and just no more. Not on my tournament. So we're going to our 6th year. It's highly competitive, but it's a lot of fun. So you have to have a real handicap. And I do all of this to protect the field. So you and your partner will get 70% of your handicap. You're pre-flighted before the tournament starts. Last year we had 19 different states represented in the tournament. We cap out at 120 players, so 60 teams. It's cash. It's a cash pot. We pay out first, second, and third for all the flights. And then there's additional pot of money that goes to the shootout winner. Shout out fourth flight. That's who won it last year, won the overall shootout. The shootout is an alternate shot. This is not an easy golf tournament. We do not, there's no mulligan packages. There's no, here's $20. Can I go set my ball by the hole?
Yeah.
Tap it
Get a
in for a
throw.
birdie. Yeah. There's none of that. This is real competitive golf. This year we were at Paulie's Plantation, which is there's several holes that are out on the marsh walk. And it's beautiful. There's a hole out there, hole 13. It's called the shortest par 5 on earth. It can play as short as 85 yards and it can tip out to about 130, but you get the wind coming off the ocean, and from 130 yards, I've hit 5-iron before.
What?
There's just so much wind. Yeah, it can be brutal.
That's gnarly.
Yeah, it's gnarly. Like you'll see some social media stuff on that hole coming up soon. The golf tournament is July 10th and 11th. It's a Friday, Saturday. There's a pre-party that Thursday night. Your entry fee, that you'll get a $300 merch package when you arrive. That includes all of the complimentary beer, Coke, water. If you want hard liquor, you're on your own. But anything else is covered in all of that. It's just a really good time. It's like some people are there to drink as much beer as they possibly can.
Right.
And other people are there to win. Like we had some Corn Ferry Tour caddies that played in the gross division. And but it is ton. I'll show you. This is what people are trying to win. You would think it's the cash, but it's not. Let me show you.
I cannot wait to see what he's about to bring back to the screen.
So this is what each flight winner gets. We give out real pirate swords.
Oh my God, that's a sword.
Yeah, that's what you get if you win. Each of you will get one, and of course it's logoed with the date and the tournament and all that. And yeah, flight winners each get one of those, and that's what everyone wants. Everyone is dying to win
The sword. That is
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, and they could care less about the cash, which I find absolutely hysterical because, just to be blunt, I'm tired of the money going out of town, so I'm gonna try to win this year.
Okay.
I'm tired of seeing the money go out of town. But no, it is a blast. We share that turn. Oh, we have a partner called the Traveling Country Club that helps out with that, and it sells out. It's $600 a man. I know
That's
that
not bad
sounds
at all.
well, depends on who you talk to, but
Okay.
I promise you, this kind of golf course with that much at stake, it is a blast. And we have people that they come back year after year after year, and it's cool because where we have it on a Friday and Saturday, so we leave that travel day for Sunday for people to get back to where they need to go. But people are starting to bring their families, and they're planning their vacations around.
That's so cool.
And July 10th and 11th. If you want to sign up, the links there's a link on our website, thesaltygolfer.com, or Instagram. You can find it there too. But yeah, it is super fair. It is, if you're a 25 handicap, there's a flight for you. If you're a +3, there's a flight for you. I like those are pinch me moments when we get to do that every year, and I see all the people that come out to play in this thing, and I've seen like I said, this is our 6th year. There's already guys that have said, "Hey, back for year 6." I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That's
a lot
awesome.
of fun.
That's awesome. Well, hopefully I can make it next year. I hate I can't be there this year.
All right, man.
So when prepping for our conversation, I saw where you have done a salty 7, and that is 7 questions that you would throw out at someone.
Yeah.
So I have prepared my own salty 7 for you,
Okay.
and we're gonna hop right into those. What's your favorite golf course?
Like just Myrtle Beach wise.
Anywhere.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stay in Myrtle Beach, and my favorite golf course down here is Caledonia Golf and Fish Club.
Okay. Is that a Strance?
It is a Strats.
Okay. I've heard
Yes.
I need to experience it, and yeah.
Just I want to be with you when you do it.
Okay.
So I'll take care of that. When you're ready to come, just
And I
come on
love
down.
Strance courses. I love Tot Hill. I love Tobacco Road. So I'm not one of those that is anti-Strance. I'm a huge Strance fan.
Yeah, I fell in love with him. So I played. So I lived in North Carolina. I played Tot Hill the day it opened,
Oh, cool.
and
That's
it's been
really
through
cool.
a roller
Yeah.
coaster. But now it seems to be back in a really good place.
Yeah, I played in
Um,
August, and it was in. I mean, it got dumped on with rain the night before, but was still in
Yeah.
fantastic shape.
I always say, like, you think Tobacco Road is tough, and so Strand's courses, not to get off your salty 7, but Strand's courses, like, I have found it, the more you play them, the easier they get, because he just screws with you.
Oh, for sure. Sight lines are.
Like
Yeah.
Todd Hill Farm, he could have been tripping on acid on some of those holes. Like,
Yes.
there is some, but that's what I fell in love with about him. Like, he was an artist, right? So he made that golf course his palette.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. So, all right, sorry.
No,
Back to
you're
it.
good. Favorite club in the bag right now?
Transitioning to new golf clubs. I've really it's been windy the last few times I've played, and I'm falling in love with this like sawed off pitching wedge shot from like 100 yards. Like,
Ooh, okay.
just love this flighted pitching wedge I'm hitting right now. And I can hit it 100 yards, I can hit it 85 yards, or I can hit it 110. So I'm going to say PW right now
Okay.
is my favorite.
And
club
is
in the bag.
that thing stopping on a dime, real spinny, or no?
Not super spinny, but like bounce, spin, kind of like a small rollout.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as you take a sip out of that glass, what is your beverage of choice right now?
Coffee.
Okay.
I'm
Spoken like a true entrepreneur.
Yeah, coffee. Like, there's coffee in that. Like, I'm drinking a lot, so I'm doing this like 24-hour fast.
Oh.
So I only eat from 12 to 2 every day. So you're like fasting 24 hours every
Okay.
time, right? Well, not 20. You're like 12 and 12, right?
Yeah.
So like, but the only thing I can drink is black coffee or water. And
Okay.
then I'll eat from 11 to 2 or 12 to 2, 12 to 2, excuse me. So yeah, it sucks. It sucked in the beginning. It's getting easier. It's funny, like when you depend on food so much and then you take food out of your life, and then if you can handle those first couple of days not having it, you're really like, God, why was I putting all this crap in my body anyway?
Right.
So anyway, coffee right now is the drink of choice.
Okay. If you could change any rule in golf, what would it be?
This is just because it happens so much down here. If your ball goes in a bunker and it is improperly raked, you ought to be able to rake it and replace your ball.
I like that one. I like
Just
that a lot.
because down here, your ball gets put in a footprint. It gets put like
Yeah.
people that don't know how to rake bunkers properly. Like, you should be if your ball goes into the penalty area and it's not a fried egg, but it's in something that shouldn't be there, you ought to be able to rake the bunker and place your ball.
I like that because it's hard enough to hit it as is. like,
Sure.
like just at least let me like hit it out of the
Properly.
appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather play it back, like from the tips, tip it out, or play it all the way up and change the golf course entirely?
All the way up. Like,
Hell yeah. I love that.
Why would I ever want to tip it out? That is just like, we host these people and they're like, hey, I want to play 7,300 yards. It's like, why?
No thanks. Sounds
Why
like
do
no
you
fun
wanna
at
put
all.
that torture? Like, you hit it 230, bro. why do you want to tip out at 7,300 yards?
Right. Yeah. Good
What's
luck.
funny is you'll get these guys that are like from Colorado
Oh,
or where the air's super thin. They're like, yeah, I hit it 320. I'm like, you don't hear.
right.
I promise you, you don't hit it that far at sea level. It's not happening.
This one I'm excited to ask. What is your playlist on the course?
Oh man. So I love all types of music. But on the course, I'm a big yacht rock guy. I love 70s rock too. But like I don't mean I can get down with some 90s hip hop as well if you want to.
Okay.
Like I'm all over the board when it comes to music. I'm not a big fan of modern country music, and I'm not a big fan of modern rap music. I'm not a big fan of auto-tune. And everything seems like it's auto-tune now.
Amen.
Like me and you could be singers now.
Right.
Like, and that's not I don't know.
It's not
But
talent.
yeah, I love a good yacht rock. Some Steely Dan, some Jimmy Buffett, like something just super chill. Like that's where it's just on brand for us for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, and last one, do you hit driver off the deck?
I can attempt to, but it's not pretty. I would rather not. I'd rather be short with a 3-wood.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
This has been a ton of fun. Thank you for taking time to come on this show. Someone you'd never met before. It's one of there's so much bad out there with social media, but one of the good things of social media is conversations like we got to have tonight. Thanks to just the conversing back and forth. So thank you for that time.
Yeah, I just, I'm a big believer in paying it forward. Someone had to give me a chance, right? So when these smaller brands are not saying you're small, but like when people are just getting started and they're like, "Hey, can you give me some advice or how did you do that?" Like as aggravating as that can be sometimes, I always try to make time to do that because someone had to help me, right? And it's very important. Like there's so much space in this golf world that we're in. There's enough for everyone. And helping out a podcast, like I should be no, thank you for letting me tell the story of the salty golfer. Like that is this kind of stuff means the world to me. And if it wasn't for this, I would never have met you, right? Like
Yeah.
that would never have happened. And I'm so lucky to be able to do this and hang out with you for 45 minutes, an hour, and hopefully we get to meet in person one day and tee it up and drink a little cocktail maybe afterwards or during. I can do it during the round as well, and just go have a good time and create some memories. That's what it's all about. Like for me, Josh, I dig your vibe, man. Congrats on the podcast, and I hope it just to the moon, brother.
Thank you very much. Yeah, let's definitely figure out time to tee it up together. I'd love to play with you. Would love to see your new irons and experience Myrtle Beach. And I think you would be the best host one could ask for. So,
Well, listen, don't come by yourself. Bring the whole family. That's what this place is all about.
okay,
It is like we can go have our fun, but your family needs to come and enjoy it too because there's plenty for them to do too.
awesome. We will definitely make that happen. Wes, thank you again for the time. Yeah, it has been a tremendous honor to speak with you. So, for the Salty Golfer, I'm Josh Decker, and this has been another episode of Off the Deck.
Peace.